Welcome to Frontline Update Hub, your daily source for global events and breaking stories. Over the turquoise waters of the West Philippine Sea, a new energy pulses, not just from the tropical heat but from the roar of supersonic jets. These are the Philippine Air Force's latest multi-role fighters, slicing through the sky with a message of strength. Below, a modern missile frigate glides across the waves, its radar sweeping the horizon. This is not fiction, this is the armed forces of the Philippines in 2025, transformed and outward-looking. The mission has shifted from jungle insurgencies to defending sovereign waters and skies. For years the AFP was known for counterinsurgency, but with outdated equipment and a diminished Navy and Air Force, that image is fading fast. Today, Filipino soldiers, sailors and aviators train on cutting-edge systems, matching the region's best. This transformation is a direct response to rising tensions in the South China Sea, a vital artery for global trade. The change is visible, confident naval patrols near Scarborough Shoal, strategic debates in Manila, and a new language, territorial defense. The goal, a credible deterrent, making any aggressor think twice. It's a monumental shift for a nation once focused inward, now backed by increased funding and strong international alliances. The jet's roar is the sound of a nation reclaiming its place in Asian security. The Philippines is no longer a passive observer in its own maritime backyard. By building a modern military, the country is defending not just its islands, but the stability of the Indo-Pacific. The West Philippine Sea is a global flashpoint, and the Philippines is stepping up as a crucial guardian. This is the new face of Filipino resolve, modern, determined, and ready for the challenges of the 21st century. For decades, the Philippine military story was written in the jungles, focused on internal threats, not maritime defense. The army was large, but the Navy and Air Force played supporting roles, equipped for counterinsurgency, not external threats. That changed as China's assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea grew impossible to ignore. Harassment of fishermen, interference with resource exploration, and the loss of Scarborough Shoal forced a reckoning. A military built for jungle warfare was unprepared for maritime sovereignty challenges. The AFP began a seismic shift, from internal security operations to territorial defense operations. This meant new priorities: advanced ships, supersonic aircraft, and sophisticated surveillance. The goal, a layered defense to detect, deter, and defeat threats far from shore. The transition is tough, demanding new skills and mindsets from soldiers, sailors, and pilots. The AFP is learning from allies, reorienting to face modern state-level adversaries. This pivot is one of the most significant in Philippine military history. It's a direct response to a changing region, signaling the Philippines' readiness to defend its interests. The nation is no longer looking inward, it's preparing to secure its place in the Indo-Pacific. Modernization requires more than courage, it needs funding. The Philippine government has responded with record defense budgets, fueling the AFP's transformation. The 2025 defense allocation is historic, reflecting a firm commitment to rebuilding military strength. This funding powers the AFP modernization program, a multi-year overhaul of equipment and technology. At its core is Horizon 3, the most ambitious phase yet, focused on credible external defense. The plan includes acquiring submarines, modern corvettes, offshore patrol vessels, and a squadron of advanced multi-role fighters. Long-range radar, drones, and shore-based missile systems are also priorities, creating a layered defense network. This investment signals to allies that the Philippines is a serious partner, and to adversaries that it won't be pushed around. Challenges remain, but the sustained budget increases and clear strategy are driving real change. Horizon 3 is more than a shopping list, it's the engine of transformation. The AFP is evolving from a domestically focused force to a modern military ready for 21st century threats. The message is clear: the Philippines is investing in its own security and its role in regional stability. The era of underfunded defense is over. The AFP's modernization is visible in the new hardware arriving at bases nationwide. The Philippines is sourcing equipment globally, building a force that's interoperable with allies and formidable on its own. The Air Force's acquisition of FA-50PH jets marked a return to supersonic flight, but now it's eyeing even more advanced fighters like the F-16 Viper and JAS-39 Gripen. New air surveillance radars and transport aircraft from Japan and the U.S. boost airspace control and rapid deployment. The Navy's transformation is profound. Jose Rizal-class frigates, new corvettes, and fast attack craft armed with advanced missiles. Submarines, likely from France or South Korea, are on the horizon, promising a stealthy undersea deterrent. The Army is shifting too, fielding Israeli light tanks and the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile system for coastal defense. This blend of steel and silicon, jets, ships, radars, and missiles, gives the AFP real teeth. It's not just about new gear, it's about a new doctrine and a credible deterrent. The modernization is tangible proof of a nation arming itself for sovereignty. The Philippines is no longer dreaming of modern defense, it's making it real. Every new delivery is a step toward a stronger, more secure future. the AFP is ready for the challenges ahead. The Philippines' military rise is powered by a web of global alliances. At its core is the revitalized Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States, offering a security umbrella and joint training. Japan is a key partner, providing patrol vessels, radar systems, and expanded military cooperation. Australia deepens ties with joint exercises and access agreements, while Europe's involvement grows. France may supply submarines, and the UK conducts joint naval drills. These partnerships go beyond hardware. They include training, intelligence sharing, and strategic planning. Filipino officers train abroad, while foreign advisors help build local expertise. This network transforms the Philippines from an isolated archipelago into a regional security hub. The message aggression against the Philippines is a challenge to a coalition of democracies. These alliances amplify the country's deterrence and resilience. The Indo-Pacific security is now a shared responsibility, with the Philippines at its heart. The nation is not alone, it stands with powerful friends. Together, they uphold a free and open region. The Philippines is a vital partner in the global security order. Nothing showcases the Philippines' new role like its massive joint military exercises. The annual Balikatan drills with the U.S. have evolved into complex multinational operations, live fire drills, amphibious landings, and air defense scenarios. Japan and Australia now participate actively, while France and Canada send naval vessels, making these exercises truly global. Drills are held near the South China Sea, deliberately practicing defense of the country's most vulnerable approaches. These exercises assert the right to operate freely in international waters and challenge China's expansive claims. Each drill is both a rehearsal for real conflict and a powerful deterrent. Filipino forces gain invaluable experience learning advanced tactics and operating complex systems. The exercises accelerate AFP modernization and professionalization. They also send a clear message: the Philippines is not isolated. Any aggression could draw in a formidable coalition, raising the stakes for would-be aggressors. Unity is the new force multiplier. The Philippines and its allies are ready to defend the rules-based order. The region is watching, and so is the world. The Philippines' location is now central to the U.S.-China rivalry in the Indo-Pacific. Sitting astride the first island chain, the archipelago is a natural barrier to China's navy and a key to regional balance. U.S. access to Philippine bases enables rapid response to crises, especially near Taiwan. The Philippines anchors America's alliance network, linking Japan, South Korea, and Australia. For China, a neutral or friendly Philippines would break the first island chain, shifting the balance of power. Beijing uses both incentives and pressure to sway Manila, but the current administration is doubling down on its U.S. alliance. The Philippines is no longer a pawn, it's an active player, leveraging its strategic value. By strengthening its military and alliances, it shapes its own destiny. The nation's leaders know their geography gives them leverage and responsibility. Aligning with democracies, the Philippines signals its vision for a lawful, open region. The archipelago is now the fulcrum of Asian security. The choices made here will echo across the Indo-Pacific. The Philippines stands at the heart of the great power game. The battlefield now extends into cyberspace, and the Philippines is moving fast to defend it. Modern military hardware is only as secure as its digital shield. The AFP has created a dedicated cybersecurity group to protect networks and critical infrastructure from state-sponsored attacks. Heavy investment in firewalls, intrusion detection, and encrypted communications is underway. International partnerships are vital. U.S., Japan, and Australia provide training and technology transfer. Joint cyber defense exercises are now routine, building local expertise and resilience. Cyber attacks targeting government and military systems are on the rise, many traced to state actors. The stakes are high. A single breach could cripple operations or sow chaos. Cyber defense is now as crucial as ships and jets. The Philippines is building a robust digital shield to protect its military, economy, and sovereignty. In hybrid warfare, strength in cyberspace is non-negotiable. The nation is learning from allies and rapidly closing the gap. The digital front is secure and growing stronger. Building a modern military isn't easy. Funding gaps, procurement delays, and the high cost of advanced hardware are constant challenges. But the Philippines is committed to long-term investment, knowing that true security requires both technology and skilled people. Training a new generation of pilots, engineers, and cyber experts is as vital as acquiring new ships and jets. The modernization effort is reshaping military education and retention. Despite obstacles, national resolve is strong. There's a new sense of purpose and pride. Daily confrontations in the West Philippine Sea fuel public support for defense upgrades. The modernization program enjoys broad political and popular backing. This is about more than hardware, it's about sovereignty and self-determination. The Philippines is drawing a line in the water, ready to defend its territory and people. New frigates and missiles are tools, but the real weapon is national unity and resolve. By forging alliances and investing in steel and silicon, the country is shaping its own destiny. The Philippines is no bystander. It's a central power in Asia's security landscape. The future is being written now, with Filipino resolve at its core.